Okay, welcome back to the show. Let's talk now about the actual final round results.
Yes, final round obviously was the inaugural Capcom Pro Tour event, which was super exciting. So it's always really good. I mean, we talked about it already. That I'm super excited about the Capcom Pro Tour happening.
I thought it went well the first time. It's obviously it's all Street Fighter 4. That's what the Pro Tour is.
Right.
And on Saturday, you and I had like 11 hours of Street Fighter 4 commentary.
Yeah.
But no, it was cool. It was cool. There were lots of viewers, actually. It broke 50K.
Which is the highest non-EVO fighting game tournament ever.
And interestingly, the previous record holder was SoCal Regionals from 2 weeks ago. So
yeah. Which was all the
nice
streams
sign.
Combined together was like over 40K.
It was 47 or 46, something
yeah,
like that.
So we just keep going up and up and
Which
up.
is nice.
So yeah, I'm
Definitely
not
nice.
surprised. It's going to keep getting bigger, so.
Yeah, but
Oh, that was your
that's my
cell
ringtone
phone.
is
Oh,
Spawn
yeah,
More
okay,
Overlords. Yeah. Sorry. But it wasn't just Street Fighter, of course. There was every game. We'll talk about many games, but I guess let's start with Street Fighter 4. Why not? Mm-hmm. It was won by Ryan Hart. Second place.
Who made it out like 3 days beforehand, decided to show up, so.
He played Sagat and Yun. PR Rog got second place just with Balrog. Infiltration with Chun-Li, but mostly Akuma in top 8.
Yeah.
Justin Wong Rufus was fourth. Then fifth place tie was Gamer B Adon and Ricky Ortiz Rufus. Seventh place tie was Wolf Crow and Viper and Velociraptor Goken.
Dude, I mean, we're Wednesday night fights guys, right?
Yeah.
I am so happy for Velociraptor. You don't even know.
It's awesome.
But you know what? I will say one thing, though. You noticed how much his play has improved since he was not included on the Wednesday night fights team at SCR.
Okay. You think that's made him step up a little bit?
I feel like that might have actually kind of inspired him.
Okay.
I honestly do. But I'm so happy for him. I mean, if you look at obviously, everyone talks about rivalries and stuff like that. So it's worth noting that there is no East Coast player on the top 8 at all. Yeah, it's like two NorCals, 2 SoCals. Oh, Wolf Crone is Midwest.
He's Midwest, yeah.
Yeah, but does he count as East Coast?
No, Detroit's in the Eastern time zone, but that's Midwest.
Yeah, so then outside of that was, Taiwan, UK, Korea, and Midwest. So no East Coast players.
I didn't even realize.
Yeah,
honestly.
I didn't realize it either. Someone actually mentioned it to me. They were just like, I'm really sad that no East Coast players made top 8.
How about that? Well, 9th place was Tampa Bison, East Coast. Knuckle Dew, East Coast.
Yeah, exactly.
Saban, East Coast. Dark Child, East Coast.
Yeah,
then K-Brad, East Coast. Damn Guy, East Coast.
They just
Psycho.
missed it, East Coast.
The whole rest of the top 16 was East Coast, actually.
That's right. So top 16 was 8 East Coast and 8 non-East Coast, and all the East Coast got eliminated?
That's right.
Oh,
That's
man.
right. That's right.
That sucks. That sucks, yeah.
Well, I mean, look, that happens.
Yeah, for sure.
SoCal Regionals was won by a dude from the East Coast.
Yeah,
so
no. Wednesday Night Fights was won by the only East Coast guy that was there. So
Right. So there's just a lot of parity that happens.
Yeah.
Again, there's this character variety in there. Top 16 has a lot of variety. It's just Rufus that's the repeat, I guess.
Yeah, I know, and that one barely
Actually,
counts,
Fei Long and
too.
Balrog are also repeats, but Fei is good, but nobody thinks Balrog is top tier. So.
Right.
Anyway, it was really good, and PR Rog in the grand finals reset the bracket very convincingly.
Dude, he destroyed Ryan Hart. I thought it was going to be a 6-0.
It was looking like it.
Yeah, but then the final round gods of Eduardo getting second place said, nope, we're going to have Ryan Hart figure this out.
Yeah.
And I talked to Eduardo afterwards, too, and he was like, yeah, because Ryan Hart basic was playing too careful in the first set. And in the second set, he just started going crazy. Yeah. He was uppercuts everywhere and all that stuff. And Eduardo said, he's like, yeah, I realized it too late. Yeah. He's like, I took too long to adjust, and that was it. So, yeah.
It was a really good set,
for
sure.
But awesome that Ryan Hart made it out here and won the inaugural Capcom Cup. I mean, the Capcom Pro Tour event. I mean, he gets 256 points, so I'm sure that's probably going to put him almost guaranteed to make it.
Okay, I'm just going to turn my phone off.
Oh, man.
This is only Ryan's second American major for Street Fighter ever.
What?
He told me that after.
Wait, so just Evo and this?
Well, other than Evo.
Oh, other than Evo. Okay.
He went to final round last year, and he got second place. And he went to final round this year, and he got first place. So for his only 2 American Street Fighter majors outside of Evo, gets first place and second place.
Okay, UK is the best.
UK is the best, apparently.
UK is the best in the world.
Yeah.
I mean, I said after SCR that K-Brad might be considered one of the best in the world because he beat everybody. Well, Ryan Hart was one of the people who beat K-Brad, so you know what? I guess UK has the best Street Fighter player right now. So, yeah.
I guess.
Yep.
So anyway, that was SF4. It was a great tournament. Very well done.
It was really cool to see the variety, and I love the fact that we got to see so many people that we hadn't seen before, that we're not familiar with.
Personally. Yeah.
And, a lot of people get mad because we're biased. It's just we're talking about what we know, right? So I was just glad to see a bunch of those guys and get to know them and such. So
I hear that. And I have to put this in, I have to announce this at the start. What?
Well, someone asks if they can explain the Capcom Pro Tour point system. It's just at all the events, you build up points, and then in December for the Capcom Cup, it'll be the people, I think it's the top 16 people with the 16 highest points make it in.
I don't remember exactly how the points work. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, I know the first one was 256, and then the second one, but different events will have different point totals. I'm pretty sure because I heard that Evo is going to have like the highest point. So winning Evo will mean the most
that makes sense,
obvious reasons. Yeah.
So I didn't see any other game. Okay, let me just put that out there. Because we flew to Final Round Friday night, which means we missed like Cross Tekken and Mortal Kombat and stuff. And we only did Street Fighter. I only did Street Fighter on Saturday. And then Sunday we were doing the Ultra. We were like figuring out Decapre and stuff during the other games. Top 8. And then we saw Street Fighter obviously for top 8. So like I literally haven't seen more than a few matches of any other. I saw a couple Injustice, a couple Marvel. That's all.
I actually did see some Marvel. Okay. So after Saturday was over, I walked into the other room and I sat there and watched a bunch of Marvel towards the end. So so I saw a lot of Marvel, and then obviously before we did top 16 on Sunday, I watched a lot of the Marvel at the end there.
Oh, that's true. That's a good point. Yeah.
But
so I'm I wish I could talk more about Injustice and BlazBlue and stuff because I'm really looking forward to seeing the replays.
Marvel,
but I guess we'll get to that. Let's
So Marvel, obviously there was the whole button gate stuff that was going on there. We'll talk about that a little bit later.
Won by Chris G. Second place, PR Balrog. Third place, Filipino champ. Then full schedule.
Yep.
Then Justin Wong tied with AJ Tucker, 5th place, and 7th place was Paradigm and Denial Donka.
Another SoCal player making top 8 there. Super proud of him.
And Paradigm,
yeah.
And Justin.
Yeah. But I just mean like these are the guys that nobody's heard of. Like there were people who literally asked us like, "Who's Velociraptor?" Like,
of course. No, well,
which is totally gonna happen. It's totally understandable. Right.
Again, we had to do the same thing in a couple situations for the East Coast guys. So
but it was great to see those guys get out there and make names for themselves. I agree. And such like that. So
I agree. Yeah, for sure. I mean, a bunch of these guys traveled. Donka is from like Texas or something. So
it was really funny because I walked up to Chris G after Sunday was over, and I'm like, "Why can't you do this on the West Coast?" Because this guy cannot win a tournament on the West Coast to save his life. I mean, he won a run back just recently, but for some unknown reason, he just has this history of not performing well at SCRs and NCRs and stuff like that. So he won here, and he did it in the way Chris G knows how, which basically Morgan, and he 6-0'd PR Balrog in grand finals. So he came from loser's bracket, and then he just ran right through Eduardo. His match with Filipino champ was super close, and it was lost by champ through button error or something.
Yeah, he was doing
the X Factor Infinite.
He's doing the X Factor Infinite. Yeah, exactly. And then he got the healing super.
Yeah, I guess his finger just accidentally touched one of the other buttons. That came out, lost his meter, dropped the combo. Chris killed him, and that was in the last game too.
That was it.
And champ even he looked at me. He was just like.
Yeah.
But then he was like, whatever, it happens. So,
I mean, that happens. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know. So, that was weird. It was a weird ending, but sucks for him. In the Curly Mustache Battle Royale, apparently California blew everybody up. I didn't see this.
Yeah. Not only that, but the second team I guess they called them Latin America. It was supposed to be Team North America or something like that because it was supposed to be because Paradigm's on that team, right? Okay. So apparently in winners bracket, California and New York played each other in winners finals, and Ray almost pulled a snake eyes. Like 4 of the people were defeated, and then it was just him, and he came back and beat 4 people, and then Champ finally beat Ray. So Ray was on fire at that point.
Right.
Then they went to losers bracket. I don't know the order. I don't know if... Yeah, it had to have gone this way. But then Paradigm went first against Team New York.
So Raid went first against Team New York, and Chris G beat him.
Oh, okay.
And then Paradigm beat Chris G, Mac Never Drop, Yipes, Ray, and Noel Brown.
Yeah, he OCV'd the whole team himself. So, again, shout-outs to Paradigm. Super proud of him. So, super good stuff. Yeah.
For sure. So that was there. What's next up in the old... Sure, you can... Oh, yeah. Street Fighter Cross Tekken.
Did you see the grand final match?
I have not seen anything. In fact, when I got home last night, I watched a little bit of Injustice, but I fell asleep like seriously 10 minutes into it. So
I can't. Yeah.
I haven't seen anything, but I can't wait to watch it because apparently this was a super hype top 8, and apparently there were even people cheering for it in the crowd. Okay?
Yeah.
Now this is really cool because the Cross Tekken community specifically talked in advance about majors to show up at. And this is one of the majors that they kind of all agreed, okay, we'll show up. And so there were people from all over. People from Texas and California and Cool Kid is from like the northern Midwest or something. I forget. Or, right? I think so. Okay. And, so anyway, from all over the place who are specialists in this game. So Cool Kid won it with Cody Bob. Kelvin got second place with Yoshi Kazuya. Infiltration with Jin Akuma and Jin Elisa. We played Akuma, huh? Interesting. Fourth place was Tampa Bison with Bison Rolento. Then Ramos with Cami Xiaoyu. Interesting. Knuckle Dew with Guile Zangief. Hero of Time with Sakura Akuma, tied with Wolf Crone with Poison Hugo.
So I'm going to say this. I did watch the grand finals.
Yeah?
I watched the archive of it, and it's good stuff.
Really? Dude, I can't wait.
It's good stuff. I watched it, and, I mean, there was nothing... what I don't like about Cross Tekken, there was like none of that there.
Oh yeah?
They used everything that existed in the game. Like I saw uses of Pandora that I didn't even know were like legitimate uses of it and stuff like that. And dude, the way it ends, the way this tournament ends.
Don't tell me.
Yeah, I'm not gonna tell you, but it's. Oh my god.
Oh yeah? Okay, sick.
yeah. Oh my god.
I'm really looking forward to that.
So no, it was really, really good. Like I saw that and I was like, because this was a real final that happened at a tournament like final round.
Yeah.
That's the example video that you show everybody for Cross Tekken. Because there was not a boring moment in that grand finals. It was really good.
Okay.
It was really good. So.
Yeah, again, I can't wait to see that. The Cross Tekken community apparently is talking about showing up at another major now, at UFGT. I just think it's awesome that they're keeping it alive.
Dude, that's how it works, right? Yeah. I mean, no better community shows that than Melee, right? You see I've been following Prague, so I'm getting a lot of Melee information, and apparently at one point in time, everyone thought Melee was dead. Mm-hmm. Like they were like, oh, it's done. But then this random resurgence, well, not random, but this very, very meaningful resurgence in the last 2 years. Dude, that's just what happens if your community pulls together for these kind of things. And so everyone always asks me, why don't I want to talk to these players and get them into our community, or how come these TOs won't run our stuff? And it's like, dude, if you want TOs to run your stuff, you got to show up, right? I mean, there's too many times where people are like, run our tournament, and they run it and like the bracket's like 32 people, right? At a major. And so, just do your thing. And if the Cross Tekken guys can keep this up and keep making the game look like... I mean, Cool Kid and Kelvin were both the people who beat Infiltration as well.
USA.
Yeah, so, I mean, Infiltration, who plays a very careful, purposeful style and is one of the guys who makes the game look boring, you know what I mean? He got bodied by the more exciting players. So, there you go.
All right.
So, there you go.
Wait.
Yeah.
I can't wait. Yeah. I'm really looking forward to that. So, Tekken Tag 2... I didn't see this either, but while we were experimenting with Ultra, we're doing it with Combo Fiend. and Combo Fiend's over there playing Hearthstone and also watching Tekken Top 8, and he's like giving us like a play-by-play.
And just from awesome, everything that I heard, this was probably one of the greatest Tekken or just Tekken tournaments ever. Because apparently it really came down to the fact that El Negro showed up from Venezuela, I think it is, and apparently he's very unconventional. He plays very risky and crazy, and so a lot of people were like, there's no way this guy can last. And apparently he started blowing everybody up, and he even got to grand finals where it was 3-2 in the first set. It was close. Yeah. Then apparently JDCR figured it out and ripped him up 3-0 in the if I'm not mistaken, was El Negro the one who knocked him into loser's bracket in the first place?
Ooh, that's a good question.
In winners finals, he put JDCR in losers. So by the time he got guaranteed to be in grand finals, I'm sure the Tekken community was just like, "What the hell?" Everything we know is like, "What's going on?" And JDCR restored, the balance of the Tekken cosmos.
This is definitely one of the tournaments that, had we not been doing this Ultra thing, I really wanted to watch, because I know when it comes to final round in Atlanta, this is, especially without Evo having Tekken anymore, this is like the Tekken tournament.
But see, here's the thing, right? All the communities are always like, oh, Evo, blah, 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 let's be mean to Evo, boycott, blah, blah, blah. But what did they do? They went to final round. It was super hype. And then Wizard tweeted out, he's like, that was pretty hype. Maybe we should add Tekken back to Evo. Dude, I'm telling you, I've told that Guilty Gear story a million times already. Dude, this is how you do things. Yeah. Okay. You show events that you're worth being in events by being hype and amazing. So that's just the way it works. You know what I mean?
Interestingly, Soul Calibur 5, another game I didn't watch, I was talking with Bibulus about this, and he said that this was one of the best Soul Calibur 5 top 8s that he's ever seen.
Dude, that's so sick.
In fact, he didn't say one of the best. He said this was the best top 8 that the game has ever had. So, nice. Another game to check it out if you're interested. Ryan Hart also won Virtua Fighter 5. Congrats to him. Yeah. Let's see. Injustice. Gotta watch this. Oh, man. Batgirl took it. Sonic Fox took it. Apparently he's younger than I thought. People were saying he's a teenager. I don't know if that's accurate, but I didn't know he was so young. 16-bit with Catwoman. Got second place.
I need to watch those. His
Catwoman's really sick.
I just want to see if he's doing anything that's like I can steal any tech.
He has tech, but like I would say mostly what he has is just really good spacing and
because that's how she feels. She doesn't have a lot of gimmicks. That's the thing about Catwoman, from what I can tell. She doesn't seem to have a lot of gimmicks. You just have to play really solid with her. Yeah, so I just kind of want to see that. So
for sure, newbie with Doomsday, playing to win with Sinestro got 4th. Then Rio with Manhunter tied with Herald, Flash. Kinetic Orochi got 7th with Green Lantern, and Smargasm with Black Adam got 7th. So another Injustice top 8 where every character is different.
Yep, and Batgirl and Catwoman were in grand finals.
Batgirl is
getting up there now.
Batgirl is one of the best. Like that's not a fluke. She's a Vortex character that has
that's right.
Half-Life combos. Like she just deals too much damage. She has anyway. She does a lot of good stuff. Yeah.
And then Killer Instinct is really interesting because Killer Instinct feels like one of those kind of like offshoot kind of games. But if you look at the top 4, it's Justin Wong, PR Rog, Filipino Champ, and Rico Suave. Like guys who play all fighting games and who are super good at every fighting game.
Yeah, I mean Rip got 5th.
Yeah. Oh wow! I didn't even notice that. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I also got a chance to play Killer Instinct for the first time 2 weekends ago. Not obviously the weekend before Final Round weekend. And it's so footsies heavy. Yeah. It's so footsie heavy. And the other thing too is that if you don't have time to spend in training mode, the game is confusing. Like it really gets you confused while you play, because the one thing that the concept of combos, relies on muscle memory is the worst thing you could possibly do in this game. Like I kept doing the same combo just because of muscle memory.
Yeah, I can see that.
And it was blowing me up. Wizard was just like, whatever, break, and I was just like, But then it's just like really interesting because you get hit and you evaluate the situation. Should I even try to combo break? And it was actually really interesting. Yeah. If only there was the Xbox One that had no Kinect.
Bingo.
I would be 100% be playing this game. I mean, seriously, like, I played the game, and I feel like I would be really good at this game.
I think you probably would be.
I actually feel like I'd be, because I totally, I mean, at SCR, I was talking to Grims, who won KI. And before, at that time, I had never played this game Versus in my life. And we were talking about the state of KI, and I was talking to Grims about it. And I was like, yeah, despite the fact that I've never played it, I've done commentary for the game. And Grims like, you really understand how this game works. And I just thought that was really funny that he told me that. So, because I don't know what it is. I get the mind games for this. So, yeah.
Sonic Fox also won Mortal Kombat. Good stuff to him. That's pretty rad. I didn't see any KOF, unfortunately. Yeah. I didn't see any BlazBlue, but apparently Kiba from the UK won it.
Yeah, so UK came and basically
apparently, like, there were like 2 UK players.
and they both won their tournament.
They won 3 tournaments in total. So that's pretty sick.
Yeah.
I gotta watch that. I heard there was a Rad Tager, but he didn't make top 16. But what are you gonna do? In Street Fighter 2, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Tournament of Legends qualifier, Damn Die won it. Josh C got 2nd place.
Yeah, but Damn Die already qualified at SCR, so he's not going. So Josh C is the one who's going to be able to make it in there.
So those are the results, and like normal, final round has a ton of different games. There were some we didn't even mention just now, and it sounds like it was a particularly good year for almost every game.
Dude, final round is an amazing event. Like I said, 17 years this thing has been around. It is pretty much the second biggest tournament outside of EVO. It just really is. That's just facts, right? So, I mean, if you remember, SCR was capped at 256 for Street Fighter, and this tournament had 350 some odd.
350.
Yeah, 350 some odd players. So, and yeah, it was amazing. Had a blast. They even had an arcade room off to the side, kind of like
UCon.
They had a bunch of old school games there.
That was so sick, dude. I played Third Strike against Roski and Humbag.
Yeah, see, I didn't even actually get to join because I needed sleep. So
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I got some sleep. So, but yeah, dude, it was really cool this year, and they even had this even outside of the ballrooms. They had all these little setups, and a lot of people were playing tabletop games and stuff like that.
Yeah, there were lots of the card games going on,
and all this other stuff. It was really cool. I mean, it just feels like Final Round is just it's just such a really cool entity right now. Okay. So yeah, I had a blast, and Larry, treated us super well and everything like that. And
he's a good dude.
It was really cool.
Everybody who works there is awesome.
Yeah, I had a great time. So
yeah. Well, you want to take a break? We can get to like Stickgate and Smash and stuff after.
Yeah, for sure. Okay,
we'll be back soon.